What's up, Minecraft? This is Fel. I'm here to give you a tutorial on how to make a counter. Now, this is one of the most efficient ways that I've found to make a counter. And basically, what it does is it will count up to whatever number you want it to, and then it will reset itself back to 0. So, this one I have it set up to count to 6. Okay, I'm just going to show you how it works. So, here's your input line. It can take a steady power, or it would take a pulse. So right now I got it on a button. So we push the button and got counts to 1, and then you can see the power. So there's your first output, and then your second output, and then as you see it's counting 3. And you click it again. 4, 5, 6. And okay, now it's got to reset. So then here's the reset over here. So this will take you get to put a steady power into this. What I like to do to reset, I'll just show you real quick before we build this, is you can go like here, I'll just do it. Usually I don't use all these outputs. And reset. Ooh, this also takes a pulse, but I'll just use this, steady. Alright, so let me show you how to make it. So what you need is what I got here. You need a regular piston, you need a sand, you need any type of block. Again, I'm using wool. My counters are white, so I use the white wool. And then you need your basic redstone equipment, and then a button. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna build it right here. Okay, so our first step is we gotta make a power limiter. Now this is not your standard power limiter. It's a little bit different. So watch carefully on this one. So you put 2 blocks like that, and then your 2 repeaters. Okay, and then you're gonna click this one right here. You're gonna click this one time. Okay, and then you're gonna put your redstone torch. You're gonna put redstone on top, and then wait. And it's gonna connect. So a steady any power that goes into this will be converted into this pulse, and this is actually a really fast pulse. So you can use a lever which is steady power will just make a pulse out of this. Alright, so then what you're going to do is determine how many you want it to count to. So we're going to go 1 out from our torch, and then 1 here, and we're going to make a hole. So that's 1. So it's going to count to 1, 2. Let's have it count to, I don't know, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's do 7. Whoops. Oh no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's what it's going to count to. Now we're going to stick a regular piston in the holes. Okay, and now we're going to put sand on top. Okay, now we're going to take our wool. Okay, now this is the end. This is where it resets. So you're going to put 2 blocks here. 1, 2, and then we're going to put a block in each of these holes. Okay, and now we're going to take our redstone, and we're just going to run back. We're just going to run the wire all the way down to the last sand. Okay, now we're going to take a redstone torch, and now we're going to put repeaters on each of these blocks, and we're going to click each repeater 1 time. 1, 1, 1, 1. And there you go. That is done. Now I'm going to put a button on here so we can test it. And it counts. Oh, usually I don't have outputs, so I usually don't do this. But to do your outputs, here, let me reset it. So our reset button goes here. So to do our outputs, we just put it where the sand is on the opposite side of the wire. And then we put our so this one has 7 different oh, whoops. This one has 7 different outputs. I don't know what I just did. I don't know, let's test it. Okay. So this is going to count to 7. Now to make the reset, this is number 7. This isn't number 1. This is number 7. Because it starts over here. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I don't know, you can have these wires actually go under if you wanted to. I'm going to do that. Because this is your output line. Nothing really matters right here. This is just where your next circuit is going to be. Okay, then we're going to come out and like bring this up and go over. You know, and then down. Okay, so we're going to need probably a repeater right there. Alright, so this is going to count, and then it's going to reset itself. So let's do it. Let's just push the button. 2, 3, 4, lag, 5, 6, and then 7, and reset. And there we go. There's a counter. Now this can be useful for timers. You don't have to use a million repeaters anymore. What you can do is you can make a little pulse, an oscillator. I'll show you an oscillator real quick. This will probably be in another tutorial as well. You put a block, and then you put a redstone torch, and then whatever pulse length you want that torch to pulse at, that's how many repeaters you put. So let's do this. We're going to make a small timer real quick. I'm going to show you how to do a timer since I have 2 counters already made. Okay, so we just connect that. So what this does, it just pulses. Now this oscillator will power off when it's powered. So as you can see, because it's powered using the redstone torch law, now it turns off. Okay, so let's turn this on. So what this is going to do, every time it pulses, it's going to go to the first counter. Okay, and then what it's going to do is, this is what, number 6. This is number 6, so it's going to go then it's going to go into, whoa, and it's going to go into here. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, I'm building a circuit for you real quick. Okay, so then when this counts to 6, this counts to 1. I just did it. So now you got a timer. So this is probably about a 4-minute timer. So this is goes to 7. So this is your output to whatever your wheat harvest, or you know, or your sugar cane, your auto sugar cane farm. So I have one on my server. It's like a 15-minute timer, and then I have the chest plugin that auto collects items. So I have it feeding to that chest. So I'm always getting sugar cane. There we go, 1, and then see that resets. So yeah, and you can always make this longer. You can make this a really long timer just by doing this. Adding more. The more repeaters, the longer your timer's going to be, because the longer it takes for this pulse. also the more it counts too, the longer your timer is going to be. Okay, well that does it for the tutorial. I hope you learned something. One more thing to add, you can also connect the counter to your item detector and have it count how many items, so you can make a shop this way. Have it go item detector to counter to flip flop, which controls what item they. I'll probably have another tutorial how to make a shop. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to this video, and I hope you learned something out of this. And there will be many more tutorials to come. Thank you for watching.